One, take it, Ruth. We're up. Go, guys.
Hey, we're live again here from the 2019 Sandhurst competition here. We have our first two teams. We have the UK teams Sandhurst Red and Blue, competing on the course for the last final event of the Sandhurst competition. They've so far moved 27 whole miles now, and they're about to wrap up with their last competition, moving the burden across the field.
Wow, an amazing event here, too, after 27 miles of rucking this weekend, and now they're doing just yards and yards of carrying. First it was water cans, now they're moving MRE boxes. By the time they get done with this, their legs are going to be shot.
Yeah, and they still have their rucks on. They're still under all their equipment. They're definitely pretty smoked right now. This is really quite a challenge. And as they're coming in here, we saw them running in here still full of energy. So they're doing great here, and it's quite a competition.
Yeah, very impressive, Evan. There's a reason that both of these teams are in the top 10 of the standings right now.
Absolutely, and they're definitely some of the best that their academy has sent out here, and it's amazing to see them competing against each other.
And now we see them in their final stretch. They got to get those ammo cans all the way back down, it looks like, and then they'll be done. You know, at this point, Evan, they're just looking to be done.
Yeah, I'm sure they can't wait to be finished with the competition. We're gonna have a little bit of time afterwards to interview them and see what their perspective is from competitors, and it'll be back on the field. Then we'll get once they've gotten their medical debrief, we'll be all set.
competition. Making their way into Mikey Stadium, we have Central State University in their first ever appearance in the Sandhurst competition.
Yeah, this is our first US team to finish and our first ROTC team. Obviously, they're leading the pack right now into the stadium at least. Must be nice for them to have finished up their competition. They got the last event coming up. They're ranked as of our last update. We had them 37th right now, so we'll see that where they stand after their scoring comes in. Obviously, they had a pretty quick movement over here, so that might bring them up a couple notches.
Yeah, very quick movement. I'm sure that's going to bring them up in the standings. And after over 36 hours of competing, I'm sure they're just excited to be getting close to the end. Looks like they're coming in right now behind us. They'll move on to the bird in the last event here in the Sandhurst competition, and it's a test of endurance. Yeah,
absolutely. Once again, it's after their 27 miles of rucking in their various competitions. They're probably physically pretty smoked right now, and as they compete in this last one, they'll have their team out there carrying the weight across this field, and they'll finish the whole competition, the burden, by moving their sked-co's with stretchers of their of teammates of theirs down across the whole field with whole 100 yards. So that's definitely a test. Weight and all, rucksacks and all their equipment.
Yes, we're good. We're good.
Hey, what's going on? It's Sergeant Principe down here on the 50-yard line at Mikey Stadium. With me, I have the squad leader from RMAS Red. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Officer Cadet Nicholson, Tom Nicholson from RMAS Red from Sandhurst in the UK.
How are you feeling right now, just finishing up at the Burden? You're the first team that I've had the pleasure of interviewing today. How are you feeling?
It's nice to have finished. We're all a little bit tired, a bit exhausted, but it's been good fun. The weather's been a little bit wet, so it suited us being from the UK. Spirits were high when we came in, but yeah, it's nice to have finished.
It was raining this morning. Tell me a little more how the weather impacted your ruck marching and your training.
We were quite lucky with our bivvy stop. It didn't interrupt us too much, but still being soaked through isn't the most enjoyable thing. But it kind of raised our spirits. I'm not quite sure how that happens. Like, the jokes were cracking, people were laughing, having a good time. So yeah, right of us.
Your pace looked phenomenal down here. Y'all were really hustling. Tell me more, especially in a leadership position, about what you had to do to push your team, motivate them at the very end of this stretch here.
I was really lucky. We had a very motivated team. Everyone really wanted to come out and give it their best. So for me, it made my job much easier. It was pretty much just the fragos, getting those and kind of communicating that in the short time that we had. Other than that, everyone really well motivated and really wanted to be out there and enjoy themselves.
Y'all looked great. What is it going to mean going forward, placing for y'all high in this competition?
Just coming out here has been great, but for us, yeah, we want to come out here and win it, do our best. So we put in a lot of effort, and the guys in the team, the guys and girls in the team, done really good effort. So many sacrifices over the last few weeks, months, since Christmas, and they deserve it. So hopefully we would have done it for everyone.
Well, all that hard work looked to have paid off, at least in my perception. Great job out there. RMAS Red, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, what's going on? It's Sergeant Principe again down here at Mikey Stadium. I have to my right the squad leader of RMAS Blue. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, yeah, I'm Jamie Bamford. I'm the squad leader from the Blue team from Royal Military Academy Sandhurst in the UK.
How you feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm all right. We're a bit worn out. We've been out on the course for about 36 hours, and it's been a bit of a grizz. So yeah, we're feeling it in the legs. Y'all
looked very, very worn coming into the competition. What's been the most challenging obstacle for your team thus far?
Some of the hills, yeah, on the other side of the course. Yeah, we had to dig deep to try and get up them, and in the time as well. The times were very tough between each event.
Being that you're basically running a marathon you're not competing next to these teams. Talk me through some of the internal motivation that you had to feed your team throughout the competition.
Sure, I think we've been training for quite a long time. I think Tom mentioned it before. so we kind of knew roughly what was coming. We practiced all the events, and it was just a case of getting in the right headspace and keeping each other as happy as we could going round, especially in the dark last night when it was raining pretty heavily. It was hard to keep going, but we managed.
You look like you managed very well today. Being that you're an international team, kind of touch on what it means to represent here at Sandhurst 2019 with all these international teams. We have 16 this year. That's the most we've ever had.
It's been great. We've been very well looked after by our host company, and we've got to know them pretty well up in the lines. And yeah, just getting to interact with all the other cadets from the other nations as well has been great. Yeah, hearing how they've been getting on with it and stuff has been really good.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your time. I'm definitely enjoying my time here at West Point. RMAS Blue, ladies and gentlemen.